Second round of the high school football playoffs in the books. I'm out at Waldrop Stadium, home of the Homewood Patriots, and we had 5 games in the Under the Lights coverage area on Friday night. I was at a good one. Homewood outlasts Hartselle 31-24 to advance to the Class 6A quarterfinals. What a game out here tonight. It was really cool. Bert Newton, head coach of Hartselle High School, brings his team down to his alma mater. I'm standing on Bob Newton Field, named in honor of Bert's dad. Bob Newton had so much success here at Homewood over the years, winning 5 state championships, and his son Bert doing great things with the Hartselle program. It was a great game on Friday night, but the story comes back to Homewood quarterback Caleb Carson. Wow, just unbelievable. Looked like the Patriots, it was kind of a slow start, a little bit back and forth. This game was tied for a lot. And then in the third quarter, Joey Luciano with a strip sack of Hartselle quarterback Carter Lee. Homewood capitalizes, scores to go up 24-17. They end up extending that lead to 2 touchdowns, and they were able to hold on from there. That last drive by Homewood, really impressive. They got the ball back after Hartselle scored to cut it to 7 and never let them have the ball back. Caleb Carson ran it, and ran it again. He goes over 100 rushing yards on the night, just makes so many plays. He never makes it look, he makes it look so smooth and so easy. And we're going to hear from him and his head coach, Ben Bergeson, a little bit later on here in the show. But I want to go ahead and go through the 5 results we had. We're going to let the dust settle tonight, and we're only going to have 1 out of the 5 teams that were still playing that fall on Friday night. So we're going to start. These Homewood Patriots win 31-24. They're going to play at Clay Chalkville next week in the Class 6A quarterfinals. That Clay Chalkville team rolls past Gadsden City here on Friday night. That Clay Chalkville team undefeated, really tough. Homewood hasn't played Clay in a few years, and the last time they played over there, it was a 40-39 classic in favor of the Cougars. So if we can get another game like that next week, that would be awesome.
Strictly, it came off Caleb Carson's athletic ability, just his ability to scramble and make big plays. But, not winning first down killed us tonight, so we never could get into any kind of rhythm. The strip sack late in the third by Joey Luciano, that changed everything right there. But very good Hartselle football team, very physical. I thought they did a great job tonight. It was, Caleb scrambling on the 4th and 8, or it was 4th and 10. It was just a little too much. It was a 40-yard field goal. I thought, hey, we need to go for it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it comes down to Caleb Carson, no doubt.
That's the story of the night, right? Caleb Carson.
Story of the night, yes. Last time we went to Clay, they won 40-39 in 2014. So, beating Parker this year, I think our kids are going to believe that they can play with Clay.
So, like we said, Clay Chalkville still winning. One of the most impressive results on the night, both of them. Mountain Brook wins 35-14 over Fort Payne. This Fort Payne team was 10-1 coming in. We talked a little bit about Mountain Brook throughout the last couple of weeks. You're starting to see them get healthy, starting to play pretty well, and they rolled past Fort Payne. Really impressive performance by the Spartans, especially the last 2 weeks in these playoffs. They've looked really, really good. So Mountain Brook is going to get another game at Spartan Stadium next Friday night. They're going to host Muscle Shoals. Muscle Shoals has been outstanding this year. They've been in that top 5 in Class 6A for a while now. Before tonight, they were Hartselle's only other loss of the season. So Muscle Shoals really good. They're going to get to visit Mountain Brook next week. That'll be an awesome ball game. Also in Class 6A, Spain Park, I don't honestly know that a lot of people gave them much of a chance against Saraland. Saraland's been the number 2 team in 6A most of the year, but Spain Park gave them everything they wanted and more. This really turned into which team had the ball last. Saraland ended up winning 35-31. It was back and forth the whole way. Spain Park had the lead at the half, but it went back and forth in the second half. Saraland ultimately scores the final touchdown in that one. They win 35-31. Fantastic season for Spain Park. Fantastic career for quarterback Brock Bradley and that senior class. Tim Vakakis has done a tremendous job over at Spain Park, and they have a lot to be proud of at that program. A second round result is going to be that's a little bit short of where they kind of feel like they should be. But, running into a team like Saraland, you can't help the way that the bracket falls sometimes. But Spain Park, an outstanding season. They got better and better and better as the year goes on, and you just don't see that a lot. Even from the really good teams. They kind of plateau and they're hanging on for dear life. The Spain Park team kept on ascending as the year went along. So tough loss for the Jags. That'll put a bow on their season. And then finally, Briarwood thumps Russellville You you got to watch out for this Lions team. This is like they are playing at an extremely high level. If you recall last year, Briarwood got to the end of the season. They'd faltered too much early on, and they didn't even make the playoffs. They finished 5-5, and it really stung more because they were playing so well at the end of the season last year. You felt like they could have made a lot of noise if they were to sneak into the postseason. Well, this year it's kind of the same type of vibe. They end up winning the region, but halfway through the year they lose their standout defensive lineman Garrett Witherington, and this guy is going to play SEC football, and he is out of the middle of that defense, and so you would imagine Briarwood's defense is going straight in the tank. But you give Matthew Forster and his coaching staff a few weeks to kind of build the defense around its new look, and wow, they have really started to excel, not only on that defensive side of the ball. The offense has really come on strong lately. Charles Dedman at quarterback has really settled into that role, and everybody's playing well. I think I saw earlier tonight John Campbell getting in on the action a lot. So huge win. Briarwood beats Russellville by 5 touchdowns, and it's hard to do much better than that. And now Briarwood, as a reward, they get to travel to Moody next week. Moody has been super impressive. They hung 60 on Priceville on Friday night. Not going to be an easy one, but I guarantee you that is a team that Moody doesn't want to see coming either, as well as Briarwood has been playing. So with all that being said, it looks like after the second round of the playoffs, the Under the Lights coverage area is going to have 3 games next week in the quarterfinals. Class 5A quarterfinals will have Briarwood heading to Moody. And then in Class 6A, we'll have these Homewood Patriots heading to Clay Chalkville, a clash of both of our teams, probably going to be our game of the week. And then Mountain Brook is going to host Muscle Shoals. So we still got 4 teams left. We got 3 games next week. This time of year is so much fun because you really get down to you're just focusing in on a couple of teams, and they're playing deep into November, and it's really fun to see. So I think they're about to cut the lights out on us. It's been a fun night at Waldrop Stadium. 6A, second round in the books. This is the Under the Lights podcast, post-game show presented by KEYSYS. Stay tuned. Follow me at Kyle Parmley. Under the Lights on socials. The description of this video has got a link to all that. So we'll see you next time. Check out our post-game coverage tonight, Saturday morning newsletter. We'll be back early next week to preview the quarterfinals.